college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on last year's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Making great decisions, that's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Finds a man on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass on second down. It's complete to the right.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to let it go. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Once the defense is wide open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Greasy, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Handoff from the gun. Passes takes him still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. He's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete on the right side. And he'll hurl it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
A designed run for the quarterback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him. That'll be enough to move the sticks and give Eastern Michigan a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out on the screen. Runs through the tackle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes the attacking this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Harry. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And this offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football. But we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The jet sweep pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? about the work up front by that big defensive line. Here. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Eagles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. They go to the draw. Clock's still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Bruce.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Eagles can really attack on this second and short. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they could move the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Fires on the move. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out route.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miles. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Miles. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Got the quick pass. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. Open space at the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
So now it's second and long. On the move, it's Miles. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Harry. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big for 3. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. We'll stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Catch in the middle. It's Herring. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
At the 23. And first down for the offense.
The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Miles. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. This quarterback part of their running game. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Brought down at the 17 as he brought it all the way back inside the 20 after the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Unleashes one. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Off the RPO, complete. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Sees him in open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, the ground game. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miles. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And that's
And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.